So we are still months away from the Galaxy S27 series, but the leaks are already coming in. And the latest one is a big deal, because the Galaxy S27 Pro just got a massive battery leak. And honestly, after hearing everything about this phone, the Pro might just end up being the more interesting buy over the Ultra. Let's get into it. So, straight to it. Tipster Crow has leaked that the Galaxy S27 Pro is going to come with a 5,000 mAh battery. Now, to put that in perspective, that is the exact same battery size as the current Galaxy S26 Ultra, and it's bigger than both the vanilla S26, which has 4,300 milliamps, and the S26 Plus, which sits at 4,900 milliamps. So the Pro is jumping ahead of both of them in one shot. The reason Samsung can pull this off on the Pro? No S Pen. Dropping the stylus frees up internal space, and Samsung is using that space for a bigger cell. Simple as that. Now, the S27 Pro is expected to have a 6.47-inch display. That puts it right between the 6.3-inch vanilla S26 and the 6.9-inch S26 Ultra. So it's a mid-size flagship, not a giant phone. And there's also a real possibility this phone ends up being very thin, and that comes down to the camera system, which we'll get to in a second. Okay, so the camera details are genuinely exciting. According to Ice Universe, the S27 Pro is going to share the same main camera and ultra-wide camera as the S27 Ultra. So you're getting ultra-level shooters on the Pro. That's huge. The telephoto is where it differs. The Pro is getting an ALOP telephoto system, and this thing has three key advantages. First, it lets in more light, so your photos come out brighter. Second, zoom quality gets a significant boost. And third, this is the big one, the ALOP system positions the camera lenses horizontally inside the device instead of vertically. That horizontal alignment saves a lot of internal space, which means Samsung can fit bigger sensors and lenses without making the phone thicker. That's why there's a real chance the S27 Pro ends up being one of the thinnest Samsung phones we've seen. And it's not just the Pro getting a battery upgrade. The S27 Ultra is reportedly coming with a battery close to 6,000 milliamps, and that would be a first for Samsung. Every Ultra for the past several years has been stuck at exactly 5,000 milliamps. Samsung has never crossed that number. So if this leak is accurate, that's a genuinely historic jump for the brand. Now, why has Samsung been so conservative with battery sizes until now? They've been sticking with lithium-ion technology instead of silicon carbon, which Chinese brands have already moved to. There have been reports that Samsung could finally switch to silicon carbon in the S27 series, but whether that actually happens, we'll have to wait and see. And yes, 5,000 milliamps and 6,000 milliamps still aren't huge numbers compared to something like the OnePlus 15, which packs a 7,300 milliamp cell. But for Samsung, this is a real step forward from a company that has historically treated battery capacity as an afterthought. So to wrap it all up, the Galaxy S27 Pro is shaping up to be a seriously compelling phone. 5,000 milliamp battery, ultra-level main and ultra-wide cameras, an ALOP telephoto that could make it incredibly thin, and a 6.47-inch display that hits that sweet spot in size. And on the Ultra side, a near 6,000 milliamp battery would be a Samsung first. The full Galaxy S27 lineup is expected to land sometime in Q1 of 2027. Which one are you more excited about, the Pro or the Ultra? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe if you're not already, because we cover every leak as it drops. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.